So, you want to pass your wastewater operator exam? Well, it's not just about studying harder, it's about having the right strategy. Today, we're giving you a 5-step battle plan, something designed to help you study smarter and walk into that test feeling totally confident. Let's dive in. Let's be real. For a lot of us, this one test feels like a huge wall. It's that final hurdle between you and the next step in your career. And man, that pressure can be intense. We get it. We've been there.
But hey, that's what we're here for. We're going to give you the blueprint to smash right through that wall. We've boiled it all down to a clear 5-step battle plan that's going to guide you from day one of studying all the way to a passing grade.
Okay, step 1. This is maybe the most important part. Reconnaissance. You would never go into a battle blind, right? Well, an exam is no different. It is all about knowing your enemy.
Your first mission, should you choose to accept it, is to get your hands on that official examination content outline for your state and your grade level. Think of this thing as the enemy's playbook. It literally tells you what topics are going to be on the test. Use it to do a little self-assessment. Figure out what you're good at, but more importantly, find those gaps, those weak areas. That's where you need to focus all your energy. Okay, check this out. This is why that outline is pure gold. It often tells you how much each topic is worth on the exam. So if activated sludge makes up a whopping 25% of the test, guess what? You should probably spend about 25% of your study time on it. This is how you make sure you're fighting the biggest battles, not wasting time on the small stuff.
All right, so you've done your recon, you know the battlefield. Now it's time for step 2, building up your arsenal. This is where you get all the technical know-how you need to just dominate this test.
So your outline's going to be your guide, but basically, you've got to know the whole treatment process from start to finish. We're talking everything from when it first hits the plant through the big secondary processes like activated sludge and all the way to disinfection and solids handling. And like we just saw, some areas are weighed super heavily, so you don't just want to know the terms. You need to really understand what's happening.
Okay, deep breath. Let's talk about the math. I know, it trips a lot of people up, but here's the thing. We're going to flip that script. Math isn't your enemy. Once you master it, it's actually your secret weapon for a bunch of easy points.
And this right here, this is the big one, the pounds formula. Seriously, if you're going to master one piece of math, this is it. It's the key to solving a huge percentage of wastewater math problems. You got to memorize it, understand it, and just practice it until you can do it in your sleep.
And using it is actually a pretty straightforward 4-step deal. Let's break it down. First, just pull out all the numbers they give you in the problem. Second, and this is so critical, make sure your units are right. Flow needs to be in MGD, concentration in milligrams per liter. Then you just plug them in and solve. It's a system you can count on when the pressure's on.
Listen, if you take one thing away about the math, let it be this. I'm not kidding. The #1 mistake, hands down, is messing up the units, using gallons per day when you should have used MGD. That simple mistake is why people get these questions wrong. Don't let that be you. Check your units. Twice.
All right, so you've got the knowledge, you've got the math down. Step 4 is all about game day. It's about smart, on-the-ground tactics for when you're sitting in that chair staring at the test.
So look at this. This shows the difference between someone who's being strategic and someone who's, well, panicking. You want to go through and knock out all the easy questions first. That builds your confidence, it builds momentum. For the multiple choice ones you're not sure about, use the process of elimination. And for the math, always write out your work. It makes it so much easier to catch a silly mistake.
And here are a few more little tricks that can make a huge difference. You got to pace yourself. You know the math is going to take longer, so plan for it. Read every single word of the questions. Little clues like Mg/L tell you exactly what formula to use. And you know, before you even start calculating, just try to estimate the answer. You'd be surprised how often that helps you cross off a couple of obviously wrong choices right away.
Okay, we're on the home stretch. Step 5, the final prep and getting your head in the game for the day before. This is all about locking everything in and getting your mind right for the win.
Your last big mission is to do a couple of full-on practice runs. Time conditions, the whole shebang. It builds your mental stamina. But then, and this is important, you stop. Put the books away, your brain needs to rest. Getting a good night's sleep and eating a decent meal, that's just as important as studying at this point.
And look, let's make this easy. The night before, just get this stuff together. Make sure your calculator is on the approved list, grab your ID, your pencils, no morning off panic, okay? Just have it ready to go. So when you walk into that room,
I want you to take a deep breath and just remember this. You did the reconnaissance. You built your arsenal. You mastered the tactics. You put in the work. So trust it. You're ready for this. You really are.
So there it is. You have the 5-step battle plan. Now the only question is, what's the first weak area you're going to go out and absolutely conquer? Take a look at your outline, find it, and go get it.